Hey guys, how are you all? Joy back here again with another review. Okay, today we're going to look at the Cartier house, which happens to be one of my newly found houses. Rather, I've been purchasing them one by one, and I'm starting to like them. They are really not your run-of-the-mill kind of designer house. I happen to think they're very classy house. So I'm going to look at two of their fragrances that I own currently and talk about them and compare them a little bit. And let's see how that go. Okay. First of all, the Cartier house, they have quite a few fragrances, namely Pasha, the Noir edition of Pasha. They also have the Roadster, which is supposed to be a very mint heaven kind of a scent. And they also have Declaration and Declaration d'un Soir, which I happen to have. And they also have a lot of flankers for both these fragrances, right? So I haven't tried all of them, a few only. And they also have a fragrance release, I think it's called Santos, okay? So what I really like about this house is their fragrance release and their bottle design and their presentation. They are really different, as I mentioned before. They are kind of different from the regular designer conventional houses, right? They happen to make very elegant looking bottles, and their presentation very different, sort of like a classy and then more grown up vibe to it, not childish or kiddish. And they I think their theme is to go for more elegant and classy looking presentation, and also of course to mention the juice itself, right? So let's look at both the fragrances. As you can see, I have the Declaration d'un Soir here and the Declaration. All right, both of them great fragrances. Declaration d'un Soir happens to be one of my most favorite fragrances currently. And then I also have 3 small samples here. This one is a small replica of the Declaration, and then this is the Pasha, the Noir edition that I got free sample of from the Cartier house with the purchase of I think the d'un Soir, and then a small sample of Pasha de Cartier as well, the same. So I'm gonna put them aside for now, and I'm going to look at the 2 other fragrances. All right, okay. So the Declaration actually was the bottle I got before the Declaration d'un Soir. This was a gift from one of my friends, and I think I was very happy. I was thinking at first this is the Declaration d'un Soir. I got very excited and I sprayed on. I didn't even have a clue. I didn't even look at the box because I thought, is this Declaration? This must be Declaration d'un Soir. But then I actually liked it, without knowing this was not the d'un Soir. I kind of liked it, and it stayed for a very long time. And it's very, very pleasant and very spicy sort of a scent. So presentation wise, let's look at both at the same side by side. All right, okay. As you can see, both of them I own, I think 50 ml bottles. Yeah, correct. So they have 50 ml bottles. One, the Declaration one, the box is kind of red, and it's written, I think, in gold and white, and the Eau de Toilette, it's written in black. And the d'un Soir, Declaration d'un Soir, comes with a black box with Cartier written with the red font, and the rest is silver and white. And it says the concentrations, EDT. It also has the ADT. You cannot say it, but it's ADT. And same sort of a design on the back as well. So it has some of, I think, some more information. Both of them are made in France. All right, and the bottom you're gonna get, for both you're gonna get the serial number. All right, so let's look at the bottles. As I told you before, the bottles, they are very uniquely designed and shaped. There are not many bottles you're going to get like this sort of, like, it's cut like a diamond, especially Declaration d'un Soir. It looks like it's very cut off like a diamond would be, shaped. It's very nice. If you happen to buy the bottle or hold it, you'll see it. Some people may not find it very attractive, but to me, I think very classy bottle. And same with the Declaration. This one actually is the original one, which is, this is a flanker of. So they have little differences, because this one, it's more like the shoulder is a bit different than the bottle of the Declaration d'un Soir. And both of them are written, I think, Cartier and then Cartier Declaration d'un Soir here, and it says Declaration on this side. The bottom is also similar but a bit different. This one has more edges towards it, and it says at the bottom the information same as the box, right? So they have also similar I think mechanism for sprayer. They have a lock. This is actually work as a lock, so when they are on you cannot press, same like Lamal and few other fragrances, you cannot really spray anything. So kind of nice, kind of cool, but maybe not very strong at the bottom. The necks are not very strong, you may break it, so be careful. So among the sprayers are really awesome. They really work. They spray a lot of juice, okay? But the sprayer, one thing I don't really find it very pretty is this, the neck. You know, it's kind of exposed and it looks like, I don't know, it just looks like it may break if you press it very hard, or it could have been covered, or maybe a little bit different. I don't know. I don't want to complain about Cartier, but just is my personal opinion. I just don't like the neck. It looks kind of open. All right, and the juice color, I think this has a green hue to it in the Declaration. It's compared to the Declaration d'un Soir. The Declaration d'un Soir is more like a see-through, transparent sort of a juice. This one is a bit more greenish kind of a juice, so I think it says a few things about the juice itself. Okay, let's take a look at the Declaration at first. Okay, the Declaration, presentation wise, as I told you what I think of it, it's very classy, it's very nice, and very elegant looking bottle, but I think I prefer the design on this a bit more. Okay, so for the Declaration, it has a notes, mostly it starts with mandarin orange, all right, and it also has some pepper, a lot of pepper actually, not some, a lot of pepper, and it's a peppery, fresh, spicy kind of a scent. So if you know Spice Bomb or Bulgari's Man in Black, or some other spicy fragrances, this one actually reminds me a lot of Platinum Egoist of Chanel. They are, I think, they shed a lot of notes, and they kind of, I get that vibe from the Platinum Egoist as well. They're kind of same in that genre. Okay, so it also has the notes of coriander, leather, cardamom, vetiver, and neroli. Neroli I didn't get so much, but there is something aromatic and then sweet about it when you spray it at first and as it dries down. So I guess there's a little bit of neroli in there. So the vetiver, tea, and the leather note comes more towards the dry down, right? So another thing, I don't know if it's funny enough or what, I was wearing it without knowing this is not the Declaration d'un Soir, this was the Declaration. As I was wearing it, I was kind of reminded of a little bit of Dior Homme Intense. I don't know why, it just reminded me of that fragrance as well. So I was just like, okay. And then when I look at the note breakdown, I see irises in it. So I guess it's the iris note that reminds me of Dior Homme Intense. It gives you that warm feeling. It gives you that classy, elegant feel of the fragrance, all right? On the other hand, if you look at the Declaration d'un Soir, this, as I told you, I love this scent. I told you in my top 10, it made number 3 in my all-time favorite designer scents. This is one of my most favorite romantic scents. So this one, it doesn't have, it actually is a flanker of Declaration. So but compared to the other one, it's not as spicy. It still has a spice in it, little bit spicy touch in it, but it's a rose-based scent, right? And it's very romantic scent. So but compared to the Declaration, it's the note breakdown, it's not so detailed, it's less notes breakdown, all right? So what I get from it is, opening is like pepper, for some reason I get the pink pepper. I don't know, it gave me the feel of pink pepper with a lot of rose in the opening. As it dries down, you get in the middle, you get rose, pronounced rose, and it's natural rose all the way. It smells like a genuine rose garden, all right? And it comes with nutmeg. If you know nutmeg, it's a little spicy, and it gives that, the combination of rose and the nutmeg, it's very smoothly done. You don't get to smell it like cheap sort of a spice. So you get the very smooth blend. The way they made this, it's hard to believe it's from designer house, right? And then in the end, you get very sensual sort of a sandalwood dry down. Okay, so more like elegant sort of a sensual and soft, rich and green. So that's kind of the dry down you're gonna get from this. Okay, so when can you wear both of this? Like when are the best times to wear these two scents? For this one, Declaration, the original one, so this one actually I think is built for more towards winter, because it has the spiciness and it has that freshness, the greenness, and then it's perfect for cool weather. It will warm you up very nicely and it gives you that manliness. It doesn't play around that much. Like I don't think it's a very romantic scent, but it's more like a manly, fresh scent, green scent. And this, I think, a man can wear when he thinks of his personal enjoyment. This is what I got from Cartier. I happen to like this a lot. This is very manly, and I used a little bit of the juice, as you can see, and I think also can be worn in the summer. I mean, it has a funny enough way that it gives you a little bit of cooling effect as well. I don't know how when you're wearing it during the summer day, it gives you sometimes that cooling effect. I guess it's maybe something, it works like a rosemary note, right? As I told you, it reminds me of the Platinum Egoist, which I happen to wear also in the summer days, right? So it lasts very long time. It lasted me around 7 hours, and 2 hours, I think purely 2 hours, it projected very well. So I could smell it even if my arm was far from my nose, right? So this is quite a long lasting fragrance, and it's very solid fragrance, you know. So the other one, Declaration d'un Soir, this one is, as I told you, is a very sensual sort of a scent. It's a romantic scent, it's a special scent, and it's not everyday casual usage. People who love floral notes, especially the rose, this is a rose based scent, right? No other flowers are in it. If you happen to love the smell of rose, and if you love being in that rose garden, you're going to find this as a very you know, sexy scent. For me, when I told you this before, this fragrance, I sniffed it the first time in the mall and I fell in love with this scent. All right, this gave me the feel of pure romantic setup, or how you want to smell during first date or any date with your favorite lady, or even if you just want to smell, if you want to get the feeling of a rose garden, you can wear this on yourself and you can enjoy it. And no one, I mean, people who are not snobs of fragrance particular notes, they are not going to hate you for wearing this. They're going to appreciate it. They're going to find it very uplifting and fresh and little spicy edge, but not so spicy. This one is dominant over with the rose note, but little bit of spicy just to give it a manly kick, right? So this one is special occasion for romantic setups, evening, and it has the Paris full moon date evening written all over it. So I think it suits for your special occasions. If you're going for any special occasion that is like maybe a dinner or a graduation, or maybe you're attending some art exhibition or something, some special occasion, this suits. The date, this is perfect. This is not the mainstream kind of a fragrance, and I don't have anything else that smells like this in my collection, right? So for longevity, this one actually is as good as the Declaration, and I think I'll get a little bit more with about 4 to 5 sprays with this than the Cartier. This one lasts a bit longer and projects for maybe 2 hours plus, okay? And I'm talking strictly about in my summer conditions in Malaysia. So for winter condition, I think these will both perform much better because they will stay longer in your skin. So for longevity, I think this one, the Declaration, I'll give it an 8, and I'll give this 8.5, okay, which is very solid. All right. So comparing them side by side, all right, put them side by side, I think this one, the Declaration, Original Declaration, which is a masterpiece and based on which there are many other scents made, I think compared to this, this is more safer, the Cartier, the Declaration d'un Soir, and this one is a bit more love or hate. If you consider the reactions of people, this one actually won't be liked by all, the Declaration, because it has a spicy sort of feel and purely manly. Even the ladies may not like it on you, and then it's more likely you're gonna get more compliments with this. And if your ladies hold your hand and you're going for a romantic walk by the park also, this is very intimate sort of a scent. This is more special, this is more up class in a way, but both of them are pure class all the way. But this is more like your safer side on getting compliments. As far as compliments go, this is actually the one that can get you a lot of compliments. All right, so, and this happens to be a bit more favorite of mine than this, right? So in the end, my marks for both of them, I think the Cartier Declaration, I would give it 8, and I'll give Declaration d'un Soir a 10 out of 10. Just my personal choice and personal taste wise, I love this a lot, but I don't wear it as much as I do this. All right, so Declaration d'un Soir is, for me, in my perfect 10 club. This is going to be always in my rotation, and I'm going to always love this. And then this is going to be one of my romantic date scents as well. So take a look at the Cartier house, guys. There are a few houses that don't get that sort of love that they deserve. All right, so I think there are a few houses like Kenzo. You can look at it as well. They have very soft sort of scents and fragrances, and then they're not very popular in the market. Maybe you can look at the other houses as well. For me, the Cartier house, I'm falling in love with them every day more and more. I'm going to get a few more fragrances, and as I told you before, I got a sample of this Cartier Pasha, the Noir edition, and I told you before in my comment section in the groups, this gives me a vibe of the 1 million plus, and this thing lasts very long time. So maybe I'll get a bottle sometimes and I'll review it. This is very nice solid fragrance as well. So it seems like Cartier has a lot of more hits than fails or misses rather. So I'm more interested in this house to get, maybe I'll get the roaster as well. I really like that mint note and the bottle as well. So this is a very rich house. All right, so very worth looking at it. And then you guys can look at it, especially if you looking for something special, take a look at this. If you want something different than your typical fragrance that coming out right now in the market, one by one they all same, they smell the same and copying each other. These are unique scents, okay, and these are solid performers and a little bit on the higher side of the price. These both of them are, for the 100 ml you're going to pay like $100 plus, but for 50 mls I think roughly around, I think 70-75, but they're worth paying for. All right, so that's all from now. I hope you guys like the video, and then you're going to give it a test if you happen to sit in the mall, and then hopefully you'll find something different than what you look for from the typical fragrance house. All right, so thank you very much. Take care, stay happy, enjoying your perfumes, and also do share your thoughts. All right, take care, have a nice day, guys.